watching Sway.
Sway?
Sway.
In the morning? In the morning.
In the morning. Only on Shade 45. Y'all better tune in or these guys is coming at you. Turn it up.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. I wanted to set the mood right for our next guest. I'm a big fan of hers. DB, get on the mic too, man. I know you're a big fan too. You know, that's her. Well, this is a clip from Pitch Perfect. You may know her as Aubrey from Pitch Perfect. I know her as Sarah Newland from True Blood. That's what I know her as. That's the defining role that catapulted her career.
Praise his lad.
You know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna talk like? Can you talk like Sarah?
Well, I'm from the South originally, so if you wanted me to do this whole interview like this, I could.
Hey now.
At least half of it, right?
At least half.
Okay. Anna Camp is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Anna.
How you doing?
Hey guys, I'm good. It's nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
No, it's good to have you. A lot of times I like to have guests on the show that I just sit up and watch them play roles and just to see, just to say I had you on the show, first of all. I'm doing this for the picture, Anna.
Well, let's pose. Let's get a good one then right now.
It's going to be a good one. So you're from the South. You're born and raised in Carolina?
Yes, in South Carolina, born and raised. I went to school in North Carolina in Winston-Salem, and my parents still live there, and I was just there, and it's a beautiful place to be from. I love it so much, and I used to talk like this all the time, but now I don't anymore, yeah.
Did you have to take a class, or was it education? Like, what changed that?
Well, I went to acting school in North Carolina, and they kind of, beat it out of you in school to not talk like that, so you could play a lot of different roles, but, still on Friday nights, if I have a little too much white wine or something.
That comes in?
Yeah,
you just keep bringing that out, just like that. So my experience in South Carolina, I remember I was going for speaking on at a music conference, and I happened to land on something they call Confederates Day.
Yes. That's interesting.
Right?
Oh,
so
uh-oh, here we go.
No, we're not going to go there, but it was interesting because I landed and I never heard of Confederates Day. And so when I walked out into the town, everybody was dressed like they were in the Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. It can be a little weird, a little freaky. Yeah, I think that the South has got a lot of, progressing that they need to do.
Yeah. You think?
They need to maybe get out of the past and not do, Civil War reenactments all the time. But there is a lot of beauty in it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely proud to be from South Carolina.
Are you a history buff?
Depending on the history.
Okay, well, let's talk about the history of Thanksgiving.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, that I'm definitely a history buff of.
Okay, yes. So you're actually in this new mini-series. It's called Saints and Strangers. I want to play a clip from it real quick. Tell us the story, Saints and Strangers, what it's about.
Saints and Strangers, it's actually about the Mayflower, and it's a really gritty storytelling of it. Like when you were in preschool, elementary school, you have this sort of version in your head of these Indians breaking bread with these pilgrims wearing little bonnets and black and white outfits and how it was super peaceful, and that's about it. But there was a lot of disease and death, and it was a real struggle to come over on the Mayflower, and it was truly an adventure, and it's about people who are incredibly brave, who leave what they've known and how they've grown up for something completely unknown. And that's something that I don't know if people would be as up for doing today as they were back in the day. So I'm so thankful that people were brave enough to come over and discover and build America.
It's interesting. If Donald Trump was president back then, he wouldn't have let the pilgrims in.
No. So let's all be careful.
All right, let's listen to a clip from it. You could also see it on National Geographic Channel. Here it is.
You could have been killed. Mama.
Damn, man, that kid was struggling. Like a slave ship.
It's really like interesting to hear that on the radio and not see the picture, because it's like, yeah, he's not doing so well. Poor little Jasper.
But you got one of those voices that, like, if I was a child, I would have loved for you to read me bedtime stories.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. If only I could have been back in the day.
Yeah, right. Well, how far back we gonna go? What do you mean by
not
that?
Too far.
All right, damn. Confederate Day. All right, Anna Camp is here. DB. B is our movie guy here, our movie expert.
We had your former co-star Stephen Moyer on recently,
Love
and he
him.
talked about how the transition from going from True Blood to his new show Bastard Executioner, and like the setting of True Blood and the way they were, and Bastard Executioner being a period piece. I was watching this, and it's like looks like World War II compared to what I was told in school, with the Thanksgiving stories. So for you, was it like the same kind of transition with going from that setting and the True Blood and?
Yeah, I mean, Sarah Newland, as you were just mentioning, like she was glammed up all the time. My hair was huge. I had the fake nails on, the red lipstick, and all these like tight little like suits and stuff. And this is like very. I mean, I spent an hour in the makeup trailer getting dirt thrown at me. You know what I mean? And getting like stuff put on my teeth. And it was actually really refreshing to go to work and not be glam and just sort of live. I mean, we were on this boat. We were on an actual boat that was moving on a gimbal, they called it, and getting pelted with real rain while we were shooting this.
Wow.
So it was like really an intense. I felt like I was on like a Pirates of the Caribbean shoot or something like that. The production value was that amazing.
Did it give you a new respect for women who are into mud wrestling?
What?
Now that you say that,
You know what I mean?
think that definitely.
It's
yeah,
not that easy.
It's not that easy.
Getting dirt
no,
thrown at- right?
no, and you learn to love it, I guess.
Yeah.
The dirt being thrown around.
Yeah.
So
Embrace
it's
it.
never something that I've ever considered doing mud wrestling, but maybe after our interview today, I'll look into it.
Let me know. And if you film it,
Sway can host it.
there it
Oh
is.
my
Then you
God.
can host it.
I can host it,
You can
right?
judge it. I bet you'd be like a really good judge of mud wrestling.
You can tell. You see that in me, Anna? You see
Don't
that
get
in me,
his
right?
I know we
Anna.
just met,
Yeah,
but
it's a
I
connection
feel like
here.
there's something going on about mud wrestling.
Through mud.
Yeah.
You and I are we're connecting right now. We're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. You want to speak with Anna Kit? Anna Camp. Call us. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Anna Camp is here. Anna, is it Anna or is it Anna?
It's Anna.
Okay, Anna Camp is here. I always had that debate when it's two ends.
That's cool. It's cool. It could be either, but I go for the Anna.
South Carolina. She was born and raised, right? North Carolina is where you went to school. Live in L.A.
Yes.
What's your L.A. experience been like?
It's all right. It's a lot of time in the car, I'm not going to lie, but it's beautiful. I love it there. I lived in New York for about 5 years. I lived in Queens. I lived in Washington Heights for a year, and I could never have a dog up here. So I finally just moved to LA, I think, just to get a dog.
Wow. Just so you could have a dog. That's a great way to.
I understand.
I lied
man.
to my landlords once when I lived in Queens, and I said I won a puppy at a Christmas raffle just so I could keep the dog, and they still didn't want me to have the dog.
They're hard on animals in
Yeah.
apartments in New York. Washington Heights. So did you have the Dominican experience?
I had the full, yes.
The full experience?
Not the full, no,
okay.
but I did have an experience up there.
Because that's not the same if you didn't have the full
No,
experience.
I moved right before I got the
Full
full.
You felt it coming, right?
Yeah.
Save
No,
yourself,
definitely. Anyway,
Have you ever dated outside your race?
I haven't. No.
You haven't? Wow.
No.
She's in a relationship, right?
She's a purist.
Yeah, no, I'm like a serial monogamist. I've only dated 3 people in my life.
Oh, okay. That's sexy.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's sexy.
Thank you.
We were having this conversation. You only dated 3 people. I'm not even sure if you could chime in.
I'll try.
Okay, we were having it. By the way, she's on a new series. It's called Saints and Strangers. It's a mini series on Sunday.
And I play a very saintly woman.
Okay, cool.
So-
Okay. We're going to dispel all that saint stuff right now. November 22nd to 23rd, right, at 9 p.m. on National Geographic channel. So we were talking earlier about this woman who kicked her ex-husband out of the car
Yep.
because he only wanted to do one sex position. And then she got charged because she threw an object at him and split his forehead. And
She ran over his leg too with the car.
Wait. This is her ex-husband?
yeah, but they still were,
They were
12
sort
years
of,
of
they
marriage.
had a
Still
hard time
dipping.
separating.
Still dipping.
You know.
Does that bother you? Like if that the sex positions don't rotate?
I mean, I like variety in life.
like variety.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely you don't want to get bored,
Yeah,
right? You
right.
want to keep it fresh, keep it interesting. Damn. I would say.
Anna Camp, man. Let's just all breathe on that. Let it breathe for a moment.
Ooh, it's
Yes,
hot in
it
here.
is.
Good job, Anna. Let me help you out with a different type of question.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Because I know that not only have you done television, but film and also theater. So I'm always interested in knowing what's more challenging and which one is more fun.
Oh my God. I'm really attracted to the type of role that it is. So if the role is really challenging and cool, then I'm like very, very happy. But there's something beautiful about doing live theater because you actually get to live that experience for those like 2 hours in front of a live audience and the audience's energy. There's something like super exciting about feeding off of that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare, but yeah, I love doing theater.
Yeah. And then I know when you were mentioning being a serial monogamist, are you still in a relationship with Skylar?
I am, yes.
Pitch Perfect
Pitch
as well.
Perfect,
Yes,
Yes, one of the other stars. And then I got to thinking, since both of you guys are in the world of acting, is it ever uncomfortable if you see his love scenes?
Oh, listen, it's all part of the job. So
Yeah.
I'm an actor who has to do that. And so I understand. So it's good that we speak the same kind of language. I mean, it's not like you're excited about going in and seeing anything like that.
True.
But it's definitely something that that if that person's coming home to you at the end of the night, then it's all good.
Hey.
So when you were hanging in chains from the ceiling in in True Blood, and people were just biting your neck because you had the cure in your bloodstream, that doesn't tickle at least? Does it tingle? I mean, like, ooh, do you catch a sharp?
You really want to know about this? Yeah. It definitely feels weird when someone's like biting on your neck. I had Kristen Bauer, who played Pam. We were in the season finale, I guess, where I asked her to like turn me into a vampire, and she wouldn't do it, but she did bite my neck. Those teeth are sharp.
Yeah.
Those fake fangs,
Yeah.
and she poked me, and I had a little hole. Like I didn't bleed or anything, but I had like a little hole like right in my neck. So it's not like the most comfortable thing to have that happen.
You still have that hole? What side of the neck was
That's why I wear this high collar like
Is
this,
that
so
what
you
it
can't
is?
see it. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, man.
Covering it up. Yeah.
You can come back to this show anytime. John's on the line from Cali. John, what's up?
John.
Hey, good morning, people. Good morning. I'm glad I waited on hold this long.
Yeah, John, this one for you, bro.
Hey, Anna.
Hey.
I know some pretty tough outdoor type dudes,
Yeah.
and every single one of them watched Pitch Perfect because of you.
Oh.
God, you're hot. Holy shit.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Let's just be honest.
You know what? And that southern accent. Shit, what are you trying to do to a guy at 6 o'clock in the morning? Jesus.
Oh my God, you are so funny. Where are you from?
California.
Oh.
Northern.
Oh, Northern
Very,
California.
very northern.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, John, thanks for your call. And it sounds like you got a bottle of lotion in his hand, right?
He's butt naked.
All right. 29 minutes into the hour. Joining us, special guest Anna Camp. She's going to be in a National Geographic miniseries, Saints and Strangers, airing Sunday, November 22nd through the 23rd, 9 p.m. Make sure you watch it. Tracy, Anna is going to join us for Celebrity Wire.
Anna, welcome. This is freaking crazy. So last week, for the first time in I think Celebrity Wire history, I mentioned a blind item. And the story was about a big-time Hollywood actor who was dealing with HIV for years, and it was now going to be pushed into the spotlight to reveal his truth. I would not have put it out there if it wasn't coming from a reputable source, The Mirror. And now a couple days later, that actor has come out, and that is Charlie Sheen. And we know a couple years back, he had a meltdown and he was dealing with alcohol. He was dealing with drugs. He was having sex with a lot of women. And he spoke very calmly about his diagnosis with Matt Lauer on the Today Show. And he brought along his doctor. Listen to this. Now, a couple more things to take note of. So Charlie Sheen has actually been HIV positive for 4 years.
Wow.
He says that there were some people who knew in the Hollywood circles, but they were actually blackmailing him. And it came to the point where he had no more money to fork over to keep them quiet.
He had no more money? Didn't he get a big settlement, like $100 million?
This is coming from him. Now, even though his doctor says his main concerns is him going back to drug and alcohol abuse, a lot of people are like, but what about the many women you're having sex with? Because Charlie also said that during the time of him being HIV positive, there were 2 partners he had unprotected sex with. And Charlie says there's nothing to worry about because the virus has been untraceable in his blood.
Oh.
And here's what his doctor had to say about it.
Oof.
Man.
Well, a couple of things. Well, one thing, Anna Camp is here. Big time celebrity, as you can see. You got callers everywhere. People love you, mostly men.
Oh God.
Obviously he was being blackmailed, so he almost was backed into a corner. It sounds like,
Yeah.
in order to reveal this.
It's a horrible thing to be blackmailed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially about something such a sensitive topic. It's terrible.
Now, always commend celebrities, whatever reason, for coming out and, talking about, whatever they're going through, because there's going to be a lot of people who can relate to it, who are HIV positive. And then him coming out is going to bring even more awareness, probably more money, more funding for HIV, and actually finding a cure for AIDS.
Right.
Do you, being a celebrity, are there things that you feel like, I can never share this with the world? Do you draw a line at any point?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm super protective over my personal life, you know, but I do understand, being in the public eye, you're watched and you're looked at, and there can be, you might want to retreat and hibernate, and I feel like that can also be unhealthy. So whatever works for you, I think that if he feels a release of some kind and can get some help by being so vocal about it, I say more power to him. You know, I think it depends on the person. I'm definitely more of a private person, but I understand that urge to want to go ahead and share things.
Okay. Anna Camp is with us.
I'm wondering too, Anna, does this make you think, or just in your past life in general, how quick are you to make friends with folks in the entertainment industry? Because Charlie's talking about how these are folks in the Hollywood circle who are blackmailing him. And we always hear how this is a very fake industry. Like, how do you figure out who's real and who's not?
I luckily haven't come across, I don't keep a lot of people close to me who I can't trust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm very particular with who I share things with and who my friends are. And a lot of my friends I've been friends with since I've been in high school back in South Carolina.
That's
So
dope.
if you keep those people around you while you start to get more work and become whatever, quote unquote, more famous or something, I think it keeps you very grounded and it keeps you safe.
For sure.
What did Skylar say to you to convince you, okay, this guy is okay? I'll go out with you.
He sang it.
Oh, he sang it?
No, he did. No, I'm not kidding. He actually wrote me a song and asked me out on a date, and the song was beautiful.
Oh,
I love that guy. I love this dude.
I love the dude too.
Yeah. We both love him. Oh, wow.
More coming. Mud and Skylar.
We're triumphant. Anna Camp, thank you for
Thank you so much for having me.
for coming by. Saints and Strangers on the National Geographic Channel. You can watch this miniseries starting November 22nd.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.